do countdowns.
You got to talk to Darrell about that.
I don't know how to do countdowns. That's the thing. Right. Let me just double. It says we're all live. I'm just double checking. Hello, everyone. We're all live. Yes. Let's go. Hello. How's everyone doing this fine weekend?
Pretty good. Pretty good. Can't complain. Can't complain at all. Well, besides me being, at work, but that's one thing.
Yeah. Oh, it's quite. It's not early, is it? It's like lunchtime-ish and stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah. So on my little break right now, doing this,
Well, at least we got some good one. So we've got like a shortest show today. Mainly, we're going to be talking about a few topics. We'll be talking about Power Ranger news of the Toy Fair, the Switch 2, and then I don't know, whatever pops up. So I think if we start with Power Rangers, because it's the quickest one, and then we can talk about the Switch 2, which could be a longish one, and then any other topics that pop up in all of that jazz. So have you heard of the Power Ranger news for the toy, like from the London Toy Fair?
Nope. I know nothing about it.
Okay, so I shall read it. It's been like kind of like everywhere, and it says, onto the Power Rangers. They have a new 5-inch figure line with great articulation. All the original Rangers are included, along with lots of aliens and monsters. The Zords are sold separately, but can combine into one. They are also some roleplay items. Some of the recognizable aliens, including Goldar, the Putty Patroller, Rita, Lord Zed, a Skull General, which I'm guessing is Bones, a big-eyed creature, which is Eye Guy, a Sphinx monster, a Mantis monster, a plant monster, and they even have huge figures as well. The people at Playmate said that they would reveal it very, very soon, most likely at the New York Toy Fair, or maybe before. Until the first photos of all, it's just a speculation. But, a lot of people have been saying it's there. So, again, grain of salt. But that's pretty much it so far.
Well, shoot, that's a big grain of salt that just got dropped. So,
yeah.
So, I'm impressed.
So how do you guys feel about 5-inch figures?
Like 5-inch figures, like we're talking about like 5 inches, like this.
Yeah,
like Super 7, right?
Kind of, and it's like the Turtles Playmates stuff, because I think they all do it in 5-inch figures anyway. So I don't know how the lightning. I don't know if the lightning collection was 6 or 7.
I had to see before I buy anything. I need a picture of that shit. You know what I mean? I ain't just gonna buy shit I ain't never see. So
right.
It makes sense. If they just gonna advertise that video, they should show like at least a hint of a figure or something.
Right.
Okay, it was a glove or a boot or a helmet. Shoot, at least you show me a hint.
Right.
I would like to see a lot more, because let me also bring up an article, because there has actually been more news as well. So Mega Power Brazil, they released something, and they're like shit hot on their sort of stuff as well. So let me just translate that into English. So they've also added Zords will be sold separately. We also have several roleplay items, including a mask and a sword, etc. So morphers, basically. I think that they added it in a little bit more, because this was also on Reddit, apparently. But yeah, so would you get morphers or weapons, or is it, again, wait until you see what it does?
I would have to see. The product and see what it does to see if it's worth getting my time getting.
I mean, look at Hasbro did to their morphers. Plastic, no metal. All things metal screws on there.
Yeah.
I would have to really see that shit, because after Hasbro did.
Right.
So,
but if it's good, I get it. I won't mind some geomorphers though.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind it. Like, it'd be interesting. So I wish I sold my legacy Bandai morpher like ages ago, in a way, I wish I had like a second one so I could easily like look at all three that have come out. You know, of Bandai, my Hasbro. Hasbro was all right to some degree, but mine was faulty. So I was just like, great, man. And I've got like the Master Morpher, and that's it. But I
I
want to
feel
see
like
how theirs is going to be different because, you know, not unless it's like the same thing when it goes like, all right, that's all it does.
I hope they don't fuck up the Green Ranger dagger again, man, because Hasbro fucked that one up.
Really, I thought that was actually a good one because it was you had to play it, and that no one had done that compared to like where it's just like push down a button and that was all there was.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm just saying. I would like it more like a replica style,
Mm,
like super, like like screenplay type shit. At
yeah,
least
Hmm.
like
Hmm.
Bandai did. Bandai almost look like it'll be like an actual real dagger. You know what I mean?
mm.
Like
Right.
that's all I'm just saying. I ain't trying to be too choicy or nothing, but I hope they compare. I hope they finish the helmet collection though. I did like that.
See, yeah, like I personally, I generally think that if you're going to make a huge like big thing to the world, have every single helmet ready to go. Like it's not like you have to wait a year, be like, oh no, what's coming out, we have to wait. It's like just do it. Like I think if you did it as in like this one big thing, or even if you did it over the time, like showed everything in one go, went here are the helmets, here are the figures, here are the role play items, but over like 2025, that's when they all drop. But at least then we go, that's definitely coming. Because again, like can you imagine if they just did all 5 helmets or 6, 7 helmets in one go, and then yeah, you can buy them together whenever. I think that'd be cool considering like, oh, we have to wait. But no, if I can drop it now.
Right. Right. Now, are they going to have what do you call it? The I think it's called gunplay. Is that what you call it? Gunplay.
Oh,
Um,
the
yeah,
gun.
the buildable mini play gunplay figures. Like I'm not sure if they would have that. If they
I
had
know
that,
you're talking
it
about.
might be
I know
better.
you're talking about like gunplay figure, like Nerf type shit. Are you talking about like that? Or you
Hang
talking
on.
about like?
Nah, nah, like I might be saying it wrong. I might be saying it wrong, but
Oh,
it's
is
pretty much
that that's
the
the Mifflin play, right?
yeah,
The
yeah,
menu.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
So it's pretty
I
much
got.
like that. You take it out the box and then you just put it together piece by piece.
Yeah. I got the Luna Wolf Zora that
Mm.
Nice,
when
nice.
it came out. Yeah, man. I'm a big fan of Luna Wolf, but yeah, I got that. A
nice.
great Philip, he does not, man, especially that. I hope they do that, man, because we need more of them bitches, man. Them Jones fun. I got the
I would
Common
love it.
Risers ones too.
See, I would absolutely love it if they did that sort of stuff because I know that you've got to kind of cater towards like the kids and stuff like that. But if you can imagine if they went, hey, we've got like all the Zords, all the Megazords and whatnot, or certain like bad guys that you have to build up, I think people would go, hell's yeah. Like, you know, I personally would be willing to buy every single one because I'm
Right,
slowly getting into the Gundam and the Megazord stuff because I like that sort of thing.
right,
Um,
right.
so yeah, I'd absolutely kill for stuff like that to come out because then it feels like it's more like you're catering for everyone rather than oh they're the kids. And you're like oh, I don't want shit. I want the cool stuff. I want the collectibles.
Right, right. Like I actually what was this like few months back? I was actually looking on Amazon for some Ranger stuff because I wanted to just grow my collection and stuff.
Mm,
And I came across some of the mini plug gunpla stuff,
yeah,
and they had some Wild Force ones. They had some in space ones, which is looking pretty good. But the ones that really caught my eye, and this is just it's just MMPR stuff. Like, okay, it's just MMPR stuff, but nah, they had, of course, they had the model like MMPR Zords you can build, the Dino Zords, the Green Ranger Dragon Zord. Surprisingly, what they didn't have, which I was really looking forward to, was I didn't see anything with the Thunder Zords or the White Tiger Zords. So that's kind of like a disappointment when it comes to the Mini Plus stuff.
let me have a quick look. 'Cause I thought they brought the Tiger Zord out. I'm sure I've seen the Tiger Zord somewhere.
I mean, if it's there, they got that in reserves or something. Because I ain't seen nothing.
Super Sentai Mini Plus. I'm sure I saw that.
Tiger Zone came out and the Dragon Zone one came out too.
Hmm.
They came out a few years ago. I remember that. It was on Tokyo Collectibles or something. Yeah, the Tiger. I think they probably wear it now because it came out then.
Yeah,
Right,
so
right.
on AliExpress you can get the Thunder Zord for like £35.
Hmm.
Which again, or I know £75 apparently.
Right.
But yeah, no, I remember seeing the Tiger Zord at some point. Let me Tiger Zord. Yeah, they did it. It's like if you want to spend a pretty penny on it, it's like £109 on eBay.
just for a box model
So
set.
that you have
I
to build
mean,
yourself.
I mean, mm,
It's yeah,
yeah,
I
yeah.
would
That's
only get it if it's a cheap price. Like if it was, I don't know, up to like £50, yeah, but I wouldn't drop like 100, 200. I'd sell it for
right,
that, but personally, I wouldn't do it myself.
right. Like the only mini plug thing that I've actually bought in that actually brought that didn't cost a whole lot, but it cost like a decent amount, like what, 60, $70 was a Voltron model kit set,
Mm.
which wasn't bad. It came with all the pieces. Every single line piece was in there. The weapons, everything. So I was like, oh, okay, not bad. I like it. Um, I wish it came. I wish it came with more, but I mean, hey, beggars can't be choosers. So
I think so. I always think that when they make these sorts of things, that they don't know if it's going to sell, so they always make it with not low parts as in bad quality, or like they just say, "Here is the bare minimum," and then it suddenly sells out, and they're like, "Oh, maybe we could have released it with extra stuff. Maybe we could have done a little bit more." And
right,
that's how I always see this sort of stuff.
right. Eh, I don't, I don't know. I think for I think for this new collection that they're releasing, they should have more model kits for people that like to build figures and stuff like
Mm,
that. Not just the weapons, the helmets, and the toys. That's all said and good. But before, like you said, the older crowds, people our age, like mid late 30s, so that have more of the model
yeah.
kits out as well, at least.
Yeah, I think. I mean, to be fair, I think it's a major miss market because yeah, like people would buy like the figures, the weapons and stuff. But for the people that for that niche market that goes like, hey, I like building it, and I'm guessing like even if it's not Ranger fans, you are pleasing to like the Gundam models, like mech builders that go, do you know what?
Hmm.
I generally like this. Like I
Oh,
would
I bet you not build a Megazord up with that.
I think that if more companies did this, I mean, I know there's like a model builder in the UK that did a magazine, and it was originally it was French, and then it was like build your own Megazord, and it's like you bought it in like issues, like you subscribe to it, and then like every month or every couple of weeks you'd get a part and you build your own Megazord that's like up to here. But it's that sort of thing. Like I personally would jump in, like even the seasons that I don't like, I would of course like buy a couple of each of these Megazords to put in a diorama, to put on a set that would look so cool. And it's a market I don't
Right,
think we tapped into.
Right. And now
right, right.
it's like putting the cards together.
Mm,
Building cards together.
Hmm.
yeah. And it's like even like
I took them anytime, but they ain't trying to do that. Or they act like we too good to do it or something. But
yeah.
hey, they did like Gundam, good, like y'all said, like with the Gundam. I'm all in for that.
Yeah.
Right, right.
Yeah.
That's a
Like
big Megazord. That's a big Megazord. That's a lot of pieces. So it's gonna take some time though. But you got
yeah.
to know.
I mean,
Right, right, right.
So the website I normally buy from, and there's like some in the UK. So if I wanted it quicker, I could do. But like when I look at like say type just Gundam into like Nin Nin, not sponsored or anything, but like the first like couple of things is like there's 48 pages of product to go through. And I look at half these, I'm like, man, this is so cool to build. And I don't like Gundam, but I like building mechs. I like building robots. So if Power Rangers was like, boom, here's every Megazord coming out, even to the same, like a lot bigger or chunkier, I'd buy a couple, I'd build a few, and then have them fighting different monsters. I think it's such a cool thing, but it's a
Right.
mismatch. Playmates, make it, but give us a give us a percentage. Yeah.
Like, right. I think the one reason they probably won't do stuff like that is because probably just they wouldn't know how to, I guess, make every individual piece line up to actually match, to actually fit together. I don't think they know how to make every individual piece of each Zord like line up and be able to connect when it comes to building a mech model with
But
this.
they could put it like in the Voltron version.
They could, but in there lies the problem. Because like even though you have like just like the gunplay models of the Tiger Zord, the Thunder Zords, the Dino Zords, the Wild Zords, and Space Zords. Like those are kind of like simple to put together. It's not really that many pieces to put all those together. But for some of the more complex Zords, like say maybe the what's the Zord use? Like something like the
Like the
SPZ.
Paramidas.
Huh?
Like the Paramidas. The
Yeah,
Goku.
yeah, so, yes, yeah. Something like that would probably be a bit more complex to put together, just because it's so many pieces to put that one. It's so many parts that probably go in that one thing, or something like the Even though I hate this fucking season, uh, s- something like the Ninja Steel Zord will probably be hard to put together, probably with all the individual pieces that you have to try to connect and fit together. So I think just because the complexity of some of these Zords from the later seasons will probably be too much for them to try and work with to make, like I said, every individual piece separate, but also try and make them all for the year. I think it'd be too much work for them, probably.
Really? I would imagine it'd be kind of easy enough to do. Like when putting together the Ninja Zord from like thing, it was a pain. It took me a lot longer to build than most. But it's one of those things where you give like the extra little parts, like the ball joints, where you could say, well, here's two parts of the ball joint that need to clip together, and then just
Hmm.
build up. So and also like if this is a brand new revenue as well, like maybe you go like, oh hey, how do get people who know how to make this sort of stuff and go, how can we do this? Because I think it'd be kind of easy. But then even if you make the basic kit models, like the one of the Gundams that I have, like the build your own site, you can build it in 30 minutes. It was easy
Hmm.
enough to snap them together and go, these are the parts. And it just kind of
Right.
like lines in. It's just time consuming. It just depends if they would do it. But if they didn't, I'd be like, hey, get someone in. Get someone in right now. Make me my models. I want this
Like
now.
right. Like I will pay you to do this.
Yeah. But I do think
Like
it's like
right.
it's an untapped market, and it's those things of if Playmates actually did it well, I generally think that it would work like spot on type thing. But they never do. It's always like let's just make boring toys. But
Like
if they've
right.
got, if they've got articulation in the new stuff, then I'm all for it. But
Right.
uh, just
Like if Gundam can do it, and if Gundam, Pokemon, Digimon, Yu-Gi-Oh, and fucking other companies can do Gunpla models, Power Rangers could come out with a bit more of them.
I would hold. I think it should. Like, I can imagine if they like, even if they build up like build your own ranger as well. Like I know they did stuff with Kamen Rider as well as Power Rangers. And you can get the Shodo figures and stuff. That's the sort of stuff that I would really want to see, and that's something that I think has never really been done over here,
Right.
or if it has, nothing like major. Like I would end up collecting all of these things. I'm looking them up at the moment, like when they do like the Shodo figures, but they just work so well. How big
Right.
are these
Right.
boys? Okay, they're not super big, but I'd buy them. I build these things.
Right. Right. And I mean, like you said, it's a untapped. It's a tapped, untapped market, so it's not being used to its fullest. But I mean, hey, with enough, I'll say this: with enough complaints from people that like doing stuff like this, they'll get on the ball and start producing more model figures.
Hmm. Yeah, like for me personally, I do. So obviously I've got the Ninja Zord. I had the Shogun, but I sold the Shogun. But they're doing the Mystic Force one from Magi Ranger, the Megazord, and that's
Mhm.
something that I like. I would spend money by buying these now to kind of build up. So yeah, if Playmates did this, I'd buy it from them straight away. You know, I'd still probably buy the Japanese one, but if I had like stuff like Megazord, Dragonzord, Titanus, and then jump into the next seasons and the next seasons, these are the ones that I would buy and I would absolutely love. Like,
Right.
you know, as we get older, we want something a little bit more challenging than just, yeah, I just bought a Red Ranger figure.
Like
No,
cool, like
yeah,
cool. You bought a helmet. Cool. You bought okay.
yeah.
Where's the pizzazz at? Like, what you do with it?
Mm.
Nothing. I just sat it up in the corner. That's it.
It sits and watches me, and that's it. It's in the attic. I've put it in the attic. It lives there. You know, maybe one day I'll sell it.
Like right.
Yeah.
Like nah. Now, ooh, even though this would never work because it'll be way too much to do, and honestly, it wouldn't make any sense because you already got the actual helmets out. But if they ever did something like a build your own Ranger model helmet, I would hop on that so quick.
Just like what, 4 parts. Here's the thing, clip together, visor, top of the helmet.
Pretty much. I will hop on that. I will hop on that so quick. Like, okay, all these parts, boom, 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 boom. There you go.
I think
Like,
it
cool.
would work because you have a lot of, like, say, let's take my morphing. You have a lot of lines on the helmet and stuff. So yeah, you could just easily snap, like, put them together, and
Right.
maybe like once they're together, you've got a thing where you could, like, you know, like in models where you like clamp it down and that's it. It sticks in there. Yeah, I think you could easily do something like that. You know, or hang on, like, is it something like this? Oh man, I don't even have it anymore. Oh no, I do. So when you're saying like build your own helmets and stuff, would it be something like, I've got to clean it, it's a bit dusty. Would it be something like, here is part 1 of one helmet, here is part 2,
Something like that.
huzzah, I have a full
Something like
helmet.
that. Like something like that, but more on the
Come on, the Mega
yeah, more on the like Lego buildable model sizes,
Yeah.
like they do with like the Lego Pokemon, like the Lego Mario and stuff like that. Like it's more on the larger side. Kind of like what is it? Kind of like the buildable Lego Iron Man helmet
Yeah.
that lights up and stuff. Kind of something like that.
You actually got the Iron Man jump.
Yeah,
I didn't know
yeah.
they made them. I'm on Lego helmet.
I didn't know they did that.
Yeah, I didn't know as
yeah.
well. I was like,
I
oh
embrace
shit,
that
yeah.
commercial.
Yep.
So
Oh yeah, shit,
Yep.
yeah, I see it. Yeah, okay, that I could do. Like, that would be cool. And like just
Yeah.
a little piece of plastic rather than like a Lego build.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that's actually
Like
really
something like
cool.
that. Just
Yeah,
saying, you know, it's an untapped market with fast growth in that sense. But you know, that's just me. That's just me. You know, voicing an opinion on that.
No, I think that's pretty cool. If it was something like not Lego, but it was like the plastic parts that you could put together. I think that would be really, really cool, actually.
Right. But that's all hearsay.
No, yeah, no, I think that's I never would have thought of that, to be fair. So I generally think that would be like pretty awesome to have. Like, it would give you something a little bit extra to just kind of do. Yeah, no, I'm to be fair, I'm on board. I'm on board for that one.
Awesome.
So I've got one. So obviously we know, like, with Playmates, I generally thought, oh, this would be a really easy section. Like, we'd be done and talking about something else. But Playmates does like play sets. Playmates. I really hope my internet browser doesn't just like load up porn.
No.
Yeah. So like they've done stuff in the past, like when they did like Star Trek Next Generation. They had the entire bridge, and you could put your Star Trek Next Generation figures in there. Kind of really want more myself, to be fair. But like if Playmates did stuff, because obviously they've done it with Turtles, like they released the sewer thing, it's like the street at the top, subway, the actual thing. Would you want Power Rangers to do that? Because I generally would be all for that.
To do a play set style, kind of like diorama thing.
Yeah, like that. So you could have the command center, you could have the quarry, the desert, all these locations that you've seen on Power Rangers actually be there. One thing that's never been done in any sort of toy thing is Rita's Palace. So you could have that, and then later on you could have Lord Zed that would connect onto that. So you could have like the Finster's machine where it makes stuff. Would you generally be like all for it? Because if they did that, for me personally, I would probably buy every single figure, and I would buy the playset, because it'd be actually really cool to actually pose and have it on display somewhere.
Right. I would be very intrigued by that if they did it. I would have to see how they build out the set first to see, if everything is like to the point of how you remembered it being on the show. I would have to see how they build out the set and everything. But I would, yeah, I would buy it. I would buy it. Probably had to put it in a shelf somewhere so it don't want to get ruined. But
Just
I
lives
would
on
buy
the shelf forever.
I really hope they go. I hope they get into Zeo.
I think Zeo, like I could see him, like I could see if they're doing play sets for like dioramas, I could see them doing the same thing, like just like the command center. So like for Zeo, it'd be like, oh, we've now got the power chamber, and then now we've got the Machine Empire, and then they do that, and then maybe they build Power Ranger cockpits as well. I think again, like no one. Like I think Japan did it with a few things, but this is never. Again, this is an untapped market for collectors. Like I'm not really one much for dioramas, but actually no, I do love them if they look really cool. But again, a Power Ranger one, I would wholeheartedly spend money on. Maybe buying two, going like one for review and one sealed.
Right. Dude, I already know me. I can't keep nothing. I can't keep nothing sealed, so it would be worthless by the time I open it.
Well, I much so as a collector, I am in the mind of I will buy two if it's good. So one to keep like open to do what I want, and then one I would keep sealed in case I want to sell it, etc. So personally, when I see this sort of stuff, like a sealed Power Ranger set, I think would be kind of cool. Like I know it probably wouldn't sell much for later on in the future, but to have absolutely everything as a second one to sell, it's a bit of money like later on.
Right. Yeah, true. Yeah. I think I would definitely buy a set, but like you said, to like one to personally have, on display, and then one to keep sealed up. Like I said, I know me and how I am when it comes to something I just get. like I want to open it immediately. So
Yeah.
so yeah, but yeah, I would definitely hop on that market if they ever made it a thing. Which
Hmm.
they're probably not going to do it uh, 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 in this lifetime. By the time they probably do it, I'll probably be in my damn near 60s and be like, it took you 30 years to make this set. Like, what are
Why?
you doing?
This would have been good 30 years ago. Why are you doing it?
Like, right? like, nah.
I think like so. I'm looking into the Star Trek ones, and like all I knew was back in the day that they made the bridge, and I didn't really know that they made stuff. Maybe a transporter, but like if they did it all interlinking with things, so like can you imagine? Here's the command center. It adds on to the quarry. It adds on to the desert. Then it adds into a park, and then it adds into Ernie's juice bar. I generally think that would be really cool to have, so you could
It
have
would.
that interactive playset. Like, oh my god, Goldar's just gone into the command center, and now he's over here in the quarry. Now we got to find him. No, but he's now running here. Like, for a kid to play that sort of thing, I think it's
Right, right,
really really cool. And as for adults who would do exactly the same, would think it's
right,
really really cool.
right. Now, the one thing, and I don't want to keep harping on the subject, but this is actually an interesting topic. I was surprised we've been talking about this for like 30 minutes. Like the one thing, even though it's still in the diorama category, um, like building your own thing is cool, but someone like me who doesn't mind building, I would actually want them to, which I'm pretty sure no, they've never done it. They've never done it. Like I would want Hasbro or just any company that builds dioramas to make a diorama set of like the different Ranger Zords fighting different monsters and a like destroyed city in the background, something like that. And the only reason I'm saying this is because I saw this little model set, and it was a live model set that somebody made, which was real good as hell. It was a model set that someone made out of a Gundam. But the way they did it, like they had the Gundam like looking like it was halfway destroyed and broken and everything.
No.
It's missing an arm. It's missing part of its leg. The cockpit looks like it's been blown out and everything. And like it's laying up against a mountain.
Yeah, I've
Uh,
seen it.
yeah, it's laying up against the mountain with the moss and everything covered in, like the water coming over it. I'm like, I would want this in my house
Mm.
for like no reason. I would just have it in my house just to have it in there. I don't even care. Like if it costs like $1,000 just to get this thing, I would get it. No hands,
Damn, that's
like
some
no ifs, ands, or
dedication.
buts.
No, I get it. Like that's exactly what I like that sort of stuff. Like that's what got me into wanting to make dioramas and stuff and create
Right,
something a little bit different where you could have like a destroyed city where you could put your megazords or your Gundams and stuff. And that's the sort of stuff for me
right.
personally I absolutely generally love that I would have in a heartbeat if need be. So yeah, like that's one of the biggest things for me. I would be exactly the same.
Shoot, like we said before, it's an untapped market when it comes to, you know, these companies like Hasbro and Gunpla, Mini Play, where you want to call it. It's an untapped market when it comes to some of these things that we've grown up with as children that have not been like tapped into.
Mm.
So I don't know. I think we need to put together a little petition and get like 400,000 signatures and be like, hey, look, we want this, make it happen.
Yeah. Well, I like just thinking about it, like looking at the Star Trek stuff. Like these are the things that I think would bring a lot of older, like our generation into making it, like wanting to play with these things because like we've had over the years, we've had the figures, we've had little things that it's there and it gets boring. But the fact is, if say for example they brought, I mean, I know that they did do it with Bandai with a command center, but if you made a more accurate command center or Rita's Palace or whatnot, whatever you wanted to do. I generally think that you would capture it into that market of our generation going back to like the Christmas morning. Same thing like with Thundercats. Like I saw a picture of someone post up, and it was like, you know, X amount of years ago, my Christmas when I got a cat's lair, and I sat there and I went, if I had something like that for Christmas, I would absolutely just be like, I don't give a shit about what is during the day. I'm going to play Thundercats on Cat's Lair because I never had it as a kid. And I would
Right.
imagine that if you did this for Power Rangers, a lot of people would buy straight into it because it would unlock that memory of like, I remember I'm thinking, oh, I never had like Jason go to the moon to fight Rita or Goldar, and it unlocks memories and it looks like thing. I would do it. I'd probably make videos on it and be like, playtime with the Power Rangers.
Right.
Yeah.
It's definitely worth it. So
Oh,
I don't know.
100%.
They might do it sooner or later. Who knows?
Playmates do it. We're all telling you to do it. We want this.
Like, watch this video today after it's posted. Share
Yeah.
this video with everyone until they see it.
Yeah. Playmates, we're giving you like free real estate right now. Like you can do it. Just freaking do it. Let's go.
Like, seriously.
Yeah. So with kind of moving on before we go on to the Switch 2, like as I said, like from Mega Power Brazil, but they do add stuff in, like, you know, weapons that they're going to do role play items. What would you like to see that they haven't really done before?
As far as like Ranger stuff, or just like what?
Just stuff from like, 'cause obviously it's going to be Mighty Morphing. So you've got like Rita's staff, Goldar's sword, you've got the power axe, you've got power bow and all that. And obviously I'm guessing these are going to be two semi-scale, like they're not going to be exactly like what Hasbro did, but they may be a little bit bigger or smaller than what they are. Like, what sort of stuff would you want to see?
Ooh, that's a good question. Well, anything outside, anything outside the first generation would be better. I would like to see some stuff from Zeo. I would like to see some Zeo figures and morphers and stuff.
See, I would like morphers to come out, because again, like, maybe if they're in good quality, I'll rebuy them, because then maybe I'll start a morpher collection. If it was role play items and stuff, I would like the things that we've never seen. Like, you know, I would like a Rita's staff. I know it's not going to be to the same scale. Zed
Right.
staff, Goldar sword. I think I would like to see more of the bad guy sort of stuff, because yeah, power sword, power axe, yeah, we've had that before. But part of me is just like, I know that if they say we're not gonna release this, like, I don't want to say I'm buying power sword, power lance, daggers, and then all of a sudden it's just like, yeah, we're not going to finish this. So it's
Right.
like, why are you not making the power, like the power blaster? I don't know. I think I'd like to see a lot more, but yeah, like Rita's staff, Goldar's sword. These are the ones that I generally would like to see a lot more.
Right. What's the guy from what's the main villain from a Zeo, the Machine King, whatever his name is?
Yeah, King Mondo.
Yeah, I would like to see his staff be made.
That'd be pretty cool.
Never seen it made ever. I like to see it.
They tend not to do that sort of stuff, do they? It's just like it's the big things. But yeah, like that sort of stuff would be kind of cool to see. You know, if they did them for every single main villain, could you imagine like people putting stuff on the walls or even collecting it? I think if I was to add to it, I would make them a little bit durable. So if people wanted to use them for fan films or whatnot, or filming in general, that they can do, and it not being like, oh, it's just going to break because it's shit. So
instead of making it out of that cheap plastic, make it out of that like not what is it? What is it? Not the. I'm thinking of EVA foam for some reason. It's a more durable plastic.
Yeah.
PVC. There we go. PVC pipes, or like just like PVC plastic in general.
So like,
Make it out.
also pretty much like so lightsabers where you could actually hit, like, not hit people. Don't hit people with lightsabers, but like if you knocked it against the wall, it's not going to shatter in a million pieces.
Yep, yep, yep. Just make it out of that. So you get someone like me that like tends to like playing with lightsabers and stuff like that. Whacking it to a wall and not having it break in half on the first swing.
Yeah, exactly. I've just spent like $50 on this. Oh man, I fucking broke it in 10 seconds. Damn you, wall.
Well, you're right. Like, nah. Oh, yeah.
Okay, so let's move on to the second subject. The Switch 2. Switch 2. What were your thoughts on this?
The most sexualized advertisement for a Switch I've ever seen.
So
that thing was getting bendable and snapping and everything. Good lord.
So what made me laugh is, now that you said that, it reminds me of an adult. Yeah, it reminds me of like an advert over here. So we have a company called Marks and Spencers, and at times they do like these food adverts, and they always put it with like the sexual music in the background. It's like it's like when your lover comes home, like you should do this, and it's that sort of music. But they do it
Right.
They do it with food, and it's always something like, hang on, let me stop the music, because I know it's not that loud, but it'd be like, Marks and Spencer's food. You want crispy donuts with a lovely, soft, gooey center, dripping with, and you go, hang on, I'll put the music back on. And it's that sort of thing, and it's like, okay, the music's dead loud, but it's like, this is this is no ordinary food. This is Marks and Spencer's food. And it's that sort of thing where it's like, why are you turning? I mean, I get it, food porn, and I get that whatsoever. But I would imagine that's what will happen with the Switch. 21 gigs of RAM memory. By the way, these are not the specs. A 38 million RMD card can play any Switch game. Play Mario. Play Zelda.
Oh.
Love it. That's the thing. It's a sexual thing. The curves on this bad boy.
Oh no.
It comes with a bigger stand so you can play it, big boy.
Oh Lord. That is horrible.
Yeah, but that's like, when I saw it. So when I saw the advert, I was generally like, I don't care what, like, you can show me one picture. Yeah, that's great with the Joy-Cons. I don't care. I want to know what spec it is, and I want to know the price, because I know for 100% fact, because I'm going to be doing this as well. Every single person that goes like, Switch 2 is out on April, blah, blah, blah. It's going to be £300. Everyone's going to be taking that bad boy in to get traded in, and they're just going to be like, fuck, it's like, if I get £100 for this, then I have to put £200. I don't care. That's how I see. That's what's going to happen.
Right. I mean, too, like I'll get the Switch too, only because I've never had a Switch, and I always planned on getting the OLED Switch, but never got around to doing it. So this would be perfect time for me to get the Switch 2, and the supposed lineup they already have for this console is piquing my interest already, because it's like all four of the lineups they have for this are all Mario games that are going to be in development, maybe.
Yeah. So I'm just having a look. So I don't know if there's like tons of it. It has to have like a lineup of games for me, because I always like, when it comes to like consoles and that, I 100% want to know what comes out. Like, but I think the one thing that gets me in this is when it said like, oh, the Switch 2 won't play all Switch games. I know for a fact it's going to be all the games I've got. Like, you can't play Bayonetta 1, 2, or 3 because fuck you. Like, that's it. I mean, to be fair, like there is the. So I'm looking at the Switch 2 now, and there is the. I could book tickets to go down to London for the day, around about April time, and I could play the Switch 2 if I wanted to.
Right.
It says, how do I get tickets? How event tickets will be available on the day? How will I be notified? What I want to know is, like, if I go there, do I get free shit? Like, are they going to be like, yeah, you can buy this right now? Oh man, but yeah. So I mean, is it just so with the design? Like, is there anything else that you've seen with it that you're like, oh, I don't particularly want this, or like, yeah, 100% this. I'm sold.
There's not really anything with the design that makes me be like, yeah, I don't really care for it. Um, like honestly, the design is probably like the best I've seen out of anything coming from Nintendo, and
That's because
besides,
Nintendo sucks.
huh?
That's because Nintendo sucks. They've been sucking
Not
all
gonna
these
say
years.
all that, but they've been lacking for the past couple of years.
The Wii sucks.
Hey! I take offense to that. I had the Wii. I take offense to that.
Man, only thing was best on the Wii was that boxing. You know what I'm talking about, swinging your arm around like you doing
Yeah. I know.
Oh yeah,
I
the
mean,
golf was good.
the Wii boxing was good and everything, but nah, bro.
Wait, they could have definitely went out. They could have went hard on that, but they didn't. So they said, "Hey, let's come out with a Switch. Let's go out with a Switch and
Like,
see how
right.
we're gonna do something better." Now you connect your Wii to your Switch. That'd be nice, but that's not happening.
Right.
It's like PlayStation said, "Fuck it, we're gonna drop our PlayStation 10 with the Android Galaxy S25."
Like,
See,
right. Nah. I mean, no, my bad.
Oh no, mine's really quick. I really want them, like, you know how you got Xbox have got like achievement points, PlayStation's got trophies. I really want Nintendo to do stars. Like, you know, obviously in Mario you get that star. I want that.
Hey,
like,
you'll get credit on Nintendo.
Star achievements and stuff like that. Yeah.
Hey, you do that shit, then that shit deleted.
ah.
it's like you
I
made
don't
all
know,
these
man.
points. I mean, think about Mario. When Mario came out, right?
Mhm.
None of that shit even say. None of that shit we achievements we didn't even say.
No. Like, I think that if you're gonna put achievements, it has to be it literally has to be star
Right.
point.
Yeah, like
Right.
at least credit you that you did that board. You know what I mean? That you did play that or something.
Right.
They could at least do that.
Right. I mean, now if Nintendo was to do like, star achievements or star points for doing for like their games, it would actually work for them. It would bring it would make more people probably want to start playing more Nintendo games.
Yeah.
Just to get those achievements from these games. So it would make someone like me that is a achievement hunter and a trophy hunter to actually want to play certain Nintendo games to get the hardest star point. I gotta beat this game on the highest difficulty with this character, while not using any special items or so. It would make me want to play it.
Exactly. It's always been something, like, for me personally, like I like getting achievements, but but with something that doesn't pop up and say, well done, you've completed the game on medium, now try hardcore or something. I'm like, I want to do that. Like, if I complete the game once, I don't care about getting everything. Like, I've completed my game. Why do I need to play new game plus?
Right.
If it was like catch 100 all Pokemon, I'd be like, oh, motherfucker. All right, cool. Let's do this. I'll challenge myself or complete this in a certain run.
Right. Like especially Pokemon. Like Pokemon probably would have been the main game once they came out with the Switch, and they started coming out with all the different Pokemon games. So Pokemon would have been the first game if I was a executive at Nintendo, Pokemon would have been the first game I would have started installing achievements in for every single thing. Catch 5 Pokemon achievement. Catch 20 Pokemon achievement. Catch 50 Pokemon achievement. Catch 2 legendaries achievement.
Yeah.
Catch the wandering mystic Pokemon
Yeah.
achievement. Beat the Elite Four 4 times achievement.
Exactly. Can you imagine? You caught a Bulbasaur. You caught this. You caught that. My God, there's like 3 billion achievements in this. Catch a Bulbasaur in a Love Ball. Catch it in a Night Ball. You're like, oh, what are you doing to me?
Right. I mean,
Maybe
huh?
maybe in the near future they will put that on there. I don't see them asking putting it on there.
I don't think they will.
I mean, more than likely they won't do it because
Nintendo got that I don't give a fuck feel. They give you that I don't give a fuck shit.
Pretty much. Like even for some of the special Pokemon that take certain things to like get them to like evolve or just certain things I'm not sure if they even have well with the recent Pokemon games. I'm not even sure if they even got some of the older Pokemon from Ruby and Sapphire in there. They probably do, but for like the older games when you had to work to get what's that Pokemon Shedinja, when you had to work to get that Pokemon, it was easy to get them, but it was hard to get them at the same time because you needed to evolve two Ninkatas into a Ninjas and have a vacant slot in your party in order to get Shedinja to just pop up in there. You could get a special achievement in a Pokemon game for that. Like who is this Pokemon? Just pops up. You look in your party. Oh, Shedinja joins your party. Like, huh? Okay, cool.
Yeah, like stick on something like only like 1.2% of gamers have got this. You're like, oh, I want to be in that. I want to be in that special league right now.
Like, right.
I'd be all over it. Like, it's little things like that. Like, I mean, so this is like kind of going off a little bit of tangent. So like I played Sonic Generations as well as Sonic X Shadow Generations. And when I was looking at so one of the biggest achievements in Sonic Generations, it was on the 360 as well as like on the game, was where is it? View all achievements. Where is it? It was something like beat the Green Hill Zone on this stage in 1 minute or less, and that's literally what I was like. Right, so I had to learn like the quickest way, and it was something like Grease Lightning, clear Green Hill Zone within 1 minute. Only 9.7 gamers have got that, but then when you go over to Sonic X Shadow and you look at it, it's not there, and I'm like, I want that. Why didn't I get that achievement? I did exactly the same thing. Where is it? It's that sort of thing, like that little achievement that no one's got. I want it. So
Right.
if that Pokemon pops up in your party and you're like, and that achievement comes up and says like, you're 1.2% of gamers that have got that, you're gonna get it. Like you're gonna fucking get it.
Right. I mean, stuff like that would make me want to play Pokemon again. Like I haven't had the need or the thought of wanting to play Pokemon since the DS, and that's the name.
I'm not tired of Pokemon. They didn't create something else. Yeah. Bring back the Ghostbuster or some shit. Bring back the Ghostbuster game or something. Yu-Gi-Oh! Or something. Damn, do something different. I'm not tired of Pokemon. Same generation don't know shit about Pokemon. You ask me, you ever heard Pokemon? You're like, what's that?
They are going to 100% keep going with Pokemon. It's like their massive like cash cow. Like 100% it's their cash cow.
Right.
Like why would you want to stop printing money? Whoa, God, look at that. living in a mountain of cash.
Dude, I mean, make a decent Pokemon game and you'll make more money. They haven't made a decent Pokemon game since God knows when.
I know.
Yeah, good thing. Since what? When we in high school? That's how long it's been.
Yeah, pretty much.
But
Dude.
so, what sort of like? Do you think that they're going to bring out some decent games? Or are they just going to bring out like shit games? You know, the same ones that we've had for years and years and years.
So I think they might bring out some decent ones. Like I said, the lineup they have for the Switch 2 right now seems decent so far. But like I said, the 4 games that they're going to possibly make, or are in the process of trying to make, all 4 of them are Mario games. So you have supposedly this seems like it's going to be the final Smash Bros. Game. This is called Super Smash Bros. Legacy.
See, I had an argument with someone. This was like, so when they announced Smash Brothers, and they were like, "What of characters?" I had this massive argument with a guy in a shop that I was working at, and I was like, "They're going to bring out another one," and he was like, "No, not going to." Blah blah blah. I said that no, they're not going to. And I was like, "Well, no, they would do because it would make more sense. You know, regardless if it's on a new console, they're going to bring it." No, no, they're not. Like they've said it, and he went on and on and on the reasons why, and I went, "They're going to do it," and he was like, "Why?" I was like, "Because it's money."
Right.
You've got the model characters, all those other characters that you want to bring in, boom, more money. So look at like Dragon Ball Sparking Zero that has like 82 characters or whatever it was when launched. Imagine all the characters in Smash and then go, we've got another 200 characters coming.
Right.
Money.
Right. shoot. And what do you know? They're they're supposedly, air quotes, supposedly making a new Smash Bros. Game.
Yeah.
Smash Bros. Legacy. Then you got Mario Kart 9 Crossroads. I don't even know what this game is going. Well, I mean, it's a Mario Kart game, so no, obviously racing. But I don't know, what new stuff they're going to implement into this Mario Kart game. I don't know. Have they done anything with Mario Kart where you actually race on the water? Like I don't know. Have they?
I think you could. I think like if you hit like the water, that your thing would automatically change. I'm sure. Like I'm 100% sure that they've done that.
I mean, I wouldn't know. I haven't played a Mario Kart game since Double Dash, so I know nothing about it. But it's Mario Kart 9 Crossroads, and then you have Super Mario Galaxy 3. Which I'm like, oh, cool. I've never played the second one, so I wonder how the third one's going to be. And then you have, what is it? Mario Odyssey 2, apparently. Yeah. So I'm like, okay, this is a decent starter lineup, but I mean, all 4 of them are Mario games. So chances are I'm only going to get like 2 of them probably if I get the Switch.
Yeah, see, I remember back in the day when they would make like consoles, like, we're releasing this console, and it would have like maybe like 10 games, or at least like 6 games or whatnot. And I miss that sort of thing. Like personally, I would want a whole selection, because say if I'm not into Mario, I don't particularly want to buy a Mario game, because a lot of like companies over here at least bundle games together, and it's like you buy the Switch 2 for X amount and you get Mario Kart. Like I'd buy Mario Kart because I enjoy it, but I wouldn't want to buy another Mario game or something. So I'm hoping, like I really wish they had, like if this console was coming out near the end of the year, at least they have, hey, we've got at least like 6 games ready to go.
Right.
That's
right.
What I want.
I mean, then I mean, they have the what's it? Pokemon AZ. I don't think that's out yet, is it?
No, it's been rumored, and there's like absolutely like a shit ton of stuff there at the moment. But yeah, just personally, like I'm not super into Pokemon, because for me personally, as soon as you absolutely like get past the Elite Four and you complete the game, I don't see anything there. Like I know obviously that's completely changed. It's like opens up new realms. But to me, that's always stuck. Like, yeah, I've completed it. I've caught all the Pokemon. I've done this. I don't want to play it anymore. So
Right,
it always kind of gets to me a little bit.
right. Yeah, I don't know. I like. Hopefully, the games that come up with the Switch 2 are actually decent ones that will intrigue people like me to start playing. Otherwise than that, if they have nothing that piques my interest, I'm sticking with PlayStation and Xbox. Like that's
Yeah,
it.
I'll stick with my PC. I'll play those games.
Like right. Now, the one thing I hope they do with the Switch 2, which I heard a lot of people complaining with the Switch, the first one, is the lack of storage space on it.
Yeah,
With the Switch 2, even if you have to buy a memory expansion SD card to go inside it just to increase the storage space, like I at least hope like the default storage that they build into it is at least a terabyte. At least a
yeah.
terabyte. Get the people the decency enough to get them a terabyte in this system for the amount of games you're going to start pumping onto it.
Yeah, I always think that game companies, they don't realize like these updates. Like when I built my PC, like I built it to play games, so I didn't want it all on one hard drive. So I have effectively 3 hard drives. I could probably put another one in, but so I was like, oh, I'll get like a terabyte and put it in for the game storage. Didn't realize at that time there are games that are going to have like 30, 40 gigabytes, a terabyte like stuff. So like my
Hmm.
main drive where I keep all my files and stuff is like 3 terabyte, and that's not even enough. But like when it comes to games, like I know that I don't want to buy a memory card that's going to cost me another 100, 200 quid for a terabyte. So yeah, I would hope that they do that because it makes things easier. Like if for me personally, it probably wouldn't affect me because I don't really play that many Switch games. But if
Right,
all of a sudden I was a huge Nintendo fan and I was buying every game left, right, and center, it's going to take storage. So I'd rather, say I'd want a terabyte and then a memory card that I can include. I swear to God, it better fucking include my thing, or that thing's now becoming my it's becoming my camera memory card. But yeah,
right,
like I would want it to be I would at least want it to be something quite huge to be able to take it all.
right. But I mean, shoot, you can only hope they they do it. Which I mean, it's Nintendo. Like, when's the last time they done something right?
Never, not for a long time, not since the Game Boy Color. No, they didn't even get that right because they didn't put a backlight in it.
Oh Lord! Oh, don't get me started on that. Jesus. Oh
It,
Lord, bruh, trying to play that thing like trying to play that thing on the ride home. You're in the back seat on the
yeah,
ride home. Dead at night. The only way you get any light is when you pass under a street light for like a
yeah.
good second, and that's
I,
it.
I remember so well on that one, and I absolutely hated it. But I was always like, I remember Christmas time getting Pokemon for the very first time, and I absolutely adored it. And I've not had like that joy from a Nintendo game in such a long time. But yeah, like when driving in the back and like, oh no, I can't do it. It's like, and you had to buy one of those like crappy lights that was just
Right,
like, it didn't like shoot out. It was directly on it. And it's like, oh, I've got that little thing that I can't get past.
right.
Oh, I
Like,
remember.
like, like, no, no. Like, and then the attachment for the Game Boy didn't really help either. That attachment light that you could hook onto it
Yeah,
really helped. It got in the way more than anything. So
exactly. Yeah. And it's like, I can't get rid of it. It's annoying me. So
like right. Hopefully with this Switch 2, they actually put a lot of thought and work into it. So
I
hopefully,
hope so. Like, I don't want a updated Switch. Like, it's exactly the same. All right. No, I want something really unique from this console. I wanted to make it stand out. Like Nintendo do 100% do like amazing like games and stuff like that, but you know, I want something different.
Right. But one can hope. One can hope. I just don't want to like it. This would be my first Switch that I would probably ever get.
Mm,
I just don't want it to be a glorified paperweight.
yeah. I think that's a lot with when it comes to like the Switch. Sorry, I've got a really itchy ear. Yeah, it's one of those things that when like buying the Switch, I just found out like there's not a lot there. Like I played a few games, but for majority, like it pretty much is brand new. Like it's probably had not even like over 15 hours worth of gameplay on it, or maybe like let's say a day at least. I'll give it a fair dues. But yeah, I would want something that makes me want to pick up a Nintendo game again and just play it, rather than cool. I've spent 300 quid and it's just sat in the corner doing nothing. Watch me play PC games.
Right. Yeah. Oh well. One can hope. One can hope.
Yeah. So, would you pick it up day one, or would you rather wait like a week, a month, like half a year?
I would probably wait a good year after it came out
Mm,
just to see, the reviews on it and everything. But it caught my attention just because like it's solid black, and like black is my favorite color when it comes to electronics. Minus the pink and blue Joy-Cons,
yeah,
colored on it. But I mean, it's a solid black system, so I'm already sold on that.
that's cool. I like it. Yeah, black is the same. Like I would want, like I had to get one with neon colors, and I was like, I don't care about neon colors, but it was the only one available. I was like, I just want it either all black or I don't want fun colors. I don't give a shit. I just want a full black console is fine for me.
Right. Dude, now the one thing, even though they're not going to do it, because this is probably now, this probably just strictly a mid '90s thing, which they'll never do again. The one thing I wish they do with most of these consoles now, well, most Nintendo consoles, I wish they do is come back out with the different colored clear consoles, like different color consoles, and like the clear consoles where you can see the workings on the inside of it. You need to come out with those again, but they're not going to do that anymore because I like fun to most of these corporations suck.
True.
Like, nah.
Yeah, I think that'd be kind of cool. I generally thought you were going to say something like retro console, like this looks like a Game Boy, but no, having a like a purple clear through one or like black clear through, I would absolutely love that myself. Like that, I think that's one I would go for if they dropped it, because I like that sort of thing, and it feels like it's very rarely done, and it just looks so much like it looks more interesting. Like you could look at it and go, "Oh, that's a fine art exhibit right there," rather than like, "Oh man, it's just a boring black color." Fuck.
Right. Like even when it comes down to like I know we're going to change subjects in a bit, but like even when it comes down to, and this is strictly like going on Nintendo items and stuff, for most of our handhelds, even our older handhelds, like when it comes down to Nintendo and doing like special colored or special limited like consoles and everything, they don't do it. Like I think the last time they came out with like different colored or like different color or different like see-through handhelds was the Game Boy up to the DS. After that, you just got the same basic color stuff. Like kind of going off on a little tangent here, but it's still related to Nintendo. So there is this one person that I follow on IG, and he does a lot of Pokemon content. Surprisingly, But he does a lot of remodeling on their handheld consoles for Nintendo. So uh, he did one on the the SP, the Game Boy SP,
Yeah.
and he did a remodel on it where he gutted out the um, casing for the SP and replaced it with his own custom made uh, Pokedex
Oh, nice.
for for the SP. So it was the what was it? It was the Pokedex from I think it was the Advanced series, the Pokemon Advanced series,
Yeah.
when he was in a Hoenn or whatever. Like he made that Pokedex, he made that into a casing for the SP, and it came with like everything, like the buttons were all matching. The top looked like the top side Pokedex, everything. It was black, white, orange with red tints to it and stuff. I'm like,
Hmm.
Nintendo, you're fucking up. You got fans out here doing stuff with your systems that you could have easily did. You could have had a whole limited
Hmm.
event with this going on where you could have made I don't know 100, maybe 200 limited edition uh Pokedex styled uh handhelds for the DS, and maybe the Switch, and you could have had these out, and people would had their own personal Pokedex system.
Hmm. Yeah. No, that to be fair, that's something like I don't know what it is where like Nintendo doesn't think about this. Like you could you could do it to like mail order. Like look how like you can buy like a PC. Can you imagine like if in the shops you can get the standard colors, but if you want like this brilliant thing like this like Pokedex like one that's personalized, just come to the Switch.com, play it, and then you'll be fine. Like order it, and then it's to order rather than saying like, okay, like let's make 20,000 of these and they don't sell. If you make it
Right,
to order, you charge a little bit more for it because fair dues, it's going to cost a bit, but just
right,
do
right.
that. I wholeheartedly would be like, yeah, I'm up for that sort of thing. I would buy it in a heartbeat.
It would definitely work, but companies are scared of making money, so I don't believe that they had the proper insights to actually do this.
Could you imagine they go like, okay, guys, we need to make more money. How do we do that? Yeah, we need $1 billion this year. Well, if we did custom like coins, oh no, we'll just release more. Get out of here.
Oh no. I'm telling you, somebody somewhere watching this video is going to make a meme out of that now.
Yeah. Oh no.
Oh no. What's that one meme? They're all in the office building. We need to figure out how to make money. He points to the board. No one goes like, we can do this. The guy looks at him like, the fuck are you doing?
Throws
It
them
just
out.
pops him out the window like no, like no.
Yeah,
Oh
like
no.
it to me, it for me at least, it's one of the weirdest things. Like I wholeheartedly would be like, no, you need to put this out. But I know that they wouldn't. So
Right, right.
it makes me sad. Like you could have so many cool things, but they decide not to. So yeah,
Yeah, yeah. That's companies for you.
yeah. Oh no, we don't like money.
Unfortunately.
Uh, so what would be the next topic as we bring the stream like to a close in a little bit? Because I can't think of anything.
Uh, Shoot, I would. Know what? Nah. We ain't got enough people for that. So, uh,
Was it
nah.
going to be a very big topic or something?
It was gonna be, but we ain't got enough people for that. And I know most people don't like talking about politics stuff. So, nah. You got it. I'll just push that to the side.
we can wait until we got more
Okay.
people coming in.
Right.
Yeah. With the politics
Yeah.
on Trump
You just
or
put that to
just
the
general
side.
shit. Or just general shit.
Just everything that's been going on for the past week. But we can say
Hey.
that for another
I said this shit
stream.
earlier. I said this shit earlier before we went live. Yo, Trump is on one, man. He ain't fucking around with nobody. No fucks given.
Like right.
That nigga like, yo, okay, you not from around here? They was like, and then on TikTok, right? I was watching a video, right? Mexican dude, they all protesting for the ISIS, they're not to start getting their cousins or relatives or something. So he's just like, we out here trying to prove a point. I'm like, dog, if half of y'all's protesting is illegal, then that's an easy catch for them.
Like right.
Yeah, they ain't fucking around. Trump is not fucking around.
Yeah, but that's a whole topic that
Yeah,
will
well,
literally take up
we'll
like
say
2 hours of this.
Yeah, we'll say that. I like to hear Ty, and Ty is a big Mega fan, so we'd love to hear this shit.
It'd be interesting. Like, might give us enough. It also gives enough of a chance of what comes up, because I know I've heard certain things as well. So I think maybe it could be a thing. Yeah, we just do an entire like stream dedicated to politics, get us all out. We each one of us gets angry, like, and then it's just like, I'll see you next week. And it's dead nice at the end. So guys, what do you think about the Power Ranger thing?
Like right. Oh Lord, that'd be one wild stream. I can't wait for that.
I think it's going to be a lot of fun, but I think for now, I think that's enough for us to kind of close it out. Gentlemen, it's been an absolute pleasure.
In peace, everybody.
Always, man. You know, I'll be here waiting for y'all for next Saturday.
No, because I don't know how to do the captions. It's the sign out, which is coolio.
No.
Bye.